Level 12.
We have just received word that the Sprawl forces have successfully pushed back the enemy. While some of the invading forces still remain just outside of the Sprawl, the remainder of the Marvogian detachment has been defeated or is retreating. While it is still too soon to declare victory, things are finally trending in the right direction. You probably can't tell by my voice, but I am very happy. We will be keeping this channel clear for further updates.
Finally don't have work to go to.
Well, that's great to hear. Maybe things can finally start to get back to normal.
Define normal. Let's see. We have... Yeah, we're gonna still be nice.
Hey, you two. Welcome to my bedroom, Cecil. Did you hear the news? We aren't going to be slaughtered by an invading army after all.
That's optimism.
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
Yeah, you don't need it.
What does the Queen want with it?
It's not my job to know. I just know that the Queen ordered me to get it from you.
Yeah, I'm not paid to think, I'm just paid to do. That's...
You mean the Queen that's definitely not acting like herself? The Queen that's almost acting like she's being mind-controlled by someone?
When the 12-year-old is the most knowledgeable in the room.
It's not my job to know about that either. My instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Don't call me that.
Okay, Cece.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
Asking the big questions.
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
Alright, so we are going to the war room. Music has changed for this last level.
Ah, there she is, your majesty, Lilith, the gate guardsman.
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, your majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Silence!
Yeah, definitely not mind controlled.
Where's Chuck?
Who?
The goblin revolutionary is securely under lock and key on charges of treason against Her Majesty.
That's crazy!
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000, hand it over now.
No.
No.
I beg your pardon.
I said no.
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic nobody guardsman!
Hey, now! So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the Chronometer 3000.
Nobody's doing anything with a chronometer until I hear from Dr. B.
Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed.
Yeah, because you pushed her down
There was a small
hole.
mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
Yeah, mishap. Should be in quotes.
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Who can say indeed?
I thought I kicked you out.
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation is among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken. Only the power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
The power of friendship.
Lil, help me. My friend.
What? I didn't know you two were friends. Shit. Okay, new plan. Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway? The Marvolg are defeated. We won! What could you have done to get a better outcome?
The Sprawl needs an alliance with either of these two kingdoms. If we combine our resources with one of these superpowers, we would be able to promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization. An alliance will secure the economic prosperity of the Sprawl for generations to come.
But at whose expense? It literally forces the queen to marry someone from either one, and neither one of them were
Wait,
nice.
Did I get the boring economics lesson ending? What the hell kind of crap is this?
It's not boring, it's ingenious. There are some really exciting ways the Sprawl's industrial development could blossom with either the scientific advancements of Petra's energy sector or through Marvog's reach and influence within the trade caravans.
Industrial development? Blossoming? This is the worst ending! Just go ahead and kill me.
Lil, I feel like I'm dropping the ball as the adult in the room. Should I be interjecting more?
Since when have you been the adult? You've been parentifying her by forcing her to do your job.
Dad, shh!
Exactly.
At the very least, it will be exciting for the rich and powerful. Of course, we may have to exterminate a few non-human races here or there in order to fulfill our true potential.
A few of you may die, but it is a sacrifice I am willing to make. That's basically what he just said.
There's the villain speech I was expecting.
Once I have the chronometer, all I have to do is go back in time and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony.
I can't let you do this!
You can't kill Chuck. He's my hero.
I thought I was your hero, you good-for-nothing little worm. Feel my wrath.
Wait, Master, don't! Oh no! Lil, please! Tell Julian
Lightning
Gary!
round.
No! Dad, let's get out of here.
But the doors and the guards.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is, the chronometer 3000. Give it to me!
Push the shiny button.
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding. But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad! No! No, 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 no!
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my day. Ugh, but this time they hit something important. To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding. Lil, I'm sorry I failed you. I love you, Lil.
Dad? Don't do this to me. This can't be happening. Dad, Please, come back.
And now she's an orphan. That's sad.
Drat! Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all! Oh well, off to another timeline with more favorable variables.
Oh, God, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
And he's aware of it. That's what's even weirder.
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
Touche.
I've got no time for another tutorial.
Let's go to Taurus.
Okay, try not to get his attention, but go stand by that necromancer.
Ooh, spooky. Whatever you say, kiddo.
Select the Edward the official officiant if you need to advance to the next timeline. Desdemona and the suitor are focused on the ceremony. There's nothing they can do to help Lil. Desdemona and the suitor are focused on the ceremony. There's nothing they can do to help Lil. Okay. He is watching the ceremony intently, and you don't want to risk hearing his litany of names and titles again.
Again, despite your humble background, lovely work planning this wedding.
Okay. Not helpful. Malcolm winks at you knowingly.
Keep your eyes peeled for anyone using the wedding as a pretext to do something suspicious. The job never stops, Lil.
Yeah, can't be more true. Alright, what have we got with the cat lady?
I only wish Sprankles could be here to see this.
There, Your Grace.
Okay, we've already seen that. Magic guy.
Articulus, I need your help. You see that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast it.
It's life or death.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
I'll see what I can do.
Alright, I don't think that there's really... We're gonna go... What does she have to say?
Oh, darling, a wedding is a terrible bore without a truly delicious bubbly.
Okay. Let's talk to the singer lady.
Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
Of course. And now that she is performing
Do you hear that?
Ah, I can feel the prohibitive and arbitrary restrictions placed on my spellcasting fading away. Behold.
Plot restrictions. Your choice will have an effect on this roll. All right, we have his little force field is undone. And now do we approach him? Yeah.
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
This won't do. The war is still going to happen. Off to another timeline.
Oh. More time loops.
What's going on?
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
Touche.
I've got no time for another tutorial.
Deja vu. We're going to Go to Tyronius.
Okay, try not to get his attention, but go stand by that necromancer.
Ooh, spooky. Whatever you say, kiddo.
I feel like I'm in Groundhog Day. All right. So we have new people. So we're going to come down here and...
Gary, you're still good in this timeline.
Yeah, he hasn't been killed yet.
How nice of you to say.
I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
That's what the last guy said.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But... Oh, I shouldn't say.
Say it. Life and
This
death.
is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust. That's why everyone around here is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And
narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
Okay. Oh, here we go. In this timeline, we do have the soup. So... We're going to grab a bowl of soup.
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
Yeah, everyone's on drugs. Okay, let's go back over here. I still have his wand. There we go.
That's some good sh**. I'm brimming with mana now, baby! At least, I hope that's what I'm brimming with. Here goes nothing!
All right.
now I've got you. Dad, give me a hand with this clown.
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
And that unarmed Hamish fell immediately to one of Tyronius' fatal spells. The mage then strangled Lil to death.
Guess Dad can't take him down unarmed. Let's see if I can do something about that.
Okay, so let's retry.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but I need to find you a weapon, and when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I fighting?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
That scary guy.
Oh, that might be tough. He looks spry. I can try my best, but I'd feel better if I had some kind of weapon to protect you with.
Yeah, that's why we're in this timeline. Okay, so the best people to have weapons are probably...
I don't have time to explain, but I need to borrow your weapons.
Not gonna happen.
This would be like one of those people that go to a place that they have to surrender all their weapons and they like spend the next 20 minutes unarming themselves.
It's really important.
Why?
To fight.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
But I really need a weapon.
Why?
Why? Ballet.
I wanna join the ballet.
Well, in that case, take these. You'll need them.
Got 2 swords. If you face Tyronius with Hamish, he'll be equipped with this weapon. Okay. So now...
Ouch! What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronius while it's up. Maybe there's someone who could help me disable it.
Okay, can I... Okay, I guess Hamish just automatically has access to my inventory. Oh look, there's Echo. Let's talk to Echo.
Echo! I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm an old wizard, Lil. I don't know if I still have it in me.
Yeah, you do. How did Tiny Tom get on? It's a matter of life and death.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. I need a shard of pure ice to complete this here magical elixir to cast the spell you need.
You're drinking what looks like a glass of straight vermouth.
Yeah.
That's right. My magical elixir.
Ice for your drink, and then you'll cast the spell. Great.
Abso-toodalutely.
Okay, fortunately, we have some ice that we are able to collect right there.
I'm a famous artist now! Renowned art critic Gil Meisterheimer described my ice sculpture as a startling reflection of modern society, exposing the monsters
I really
within us
didn't
all.
need the exposition on the
That's good,
ice.
right?
I just needed the ice. All right, here you go, Echo.
I got it.
Cheers, Lil. Bottoms up.
He drinks.
Now for the spell.
All right. It's the third time I've had to disable his force field. We've got Weird Al over there.
Dad, now!
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
Does that...
Don't even think about it.
Oh, yep. See, he's got a sword.
Why, you meddlesome...
Now, Lil, get the doohickey.
Not before I go back one more time.
No!
Eventually, that's gonna run out of power. I love the art style.
Lil. Lil!
What, Dad? I just had the strangest... Wait a minute. Where am I? What happened?
Ever have one of those dreams where you wake up and you're not really sure where or what or who you are, what century you're in?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time at the royal wedding. Tyronius had the chronometer. You distracted him and I grabbed for it and...
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there and you were unconscious. You've been in bed for a week. You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
Hello, Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
Yeah.
You're not
No,
wearing his amulet anymore. Did you know that it was allowing him to control your mind?
No, I wasn't aware of that when he gave it to me.
Lesson learned, never wear jewelry given by some creepy guy.
And that a spell could only be broken by true friendship. And then you started to break free because I was your true friend. So are we like besties now?
Again, I don't recall any of this. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him or the device since.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
It's doubtful. From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B, she's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Yeah, we're gonna be nice.
Of course I can. You weren't you. I can only imagine what it would have been like to be under that creep spell.
Thank you, Lil.
And can you forgive me, Your Majesty, for forgetting to tell you how grateful we are, allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week?
Yeah, Dad, you're no longer allowed to gamble,
Of course,
by the way.
Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed to save it.
Yeah, she has single-handedly run the town.
But the war! Has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And our forces remain victorious. Since our victory, a number of the mages that were loyal to Tyronius have disappeared into hiding, but a few of the good ones have come forward and revealed that many of their ranks were working against Tyronius in secret. And with the war won and Tyronius out of the way, they rallied together and declared Echo their new leader.
Echo.
Well, that's great news. Echo is the best choice for the job.
Yep. Two types of wizards. You have the Tyroniuses in the world, and you have the Echoes of the world.
So, what now?
What do you mean, what now?
As long as Echo's not a duck.
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy? Work the night shift? Harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
That's kind of an advisory role.
That sounds good to me.
She can be a kid.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Yay, tacos. We're gonna fix some tacos.
Finally!
Tacos are like a staple here.
Talk about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed.
I'm from Texas. Chips and Salsa is its own food group.
You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, join me for another shift.
It could be a great father-daughter bonding.
Well, one more shift couldn't hurt, could it?
Lil Guardsman.
Without the burden of Tyronius' amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became a great, kind, and fair ruler to the sprawl. Although the city was battered, it would not be broken, and her rule ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity and innovation. The Queen and her royal consort Chuck made the brave choice to undergo couples counseling to work through the fallout from Desdemona's actions while under Tyronius' control. After a long absence from the public eye, the couple was spotted walking in the garden district, holding hands and laughing. Soon
That's
after
good.
the Sprawl's victory, the Goblin Liberation Army was officially disbanded. It wasn't needed anymore. The Queen promoted a number of its leaders into positions in the City Council and the Guard Corps, and barring a few minor incidents, a more tolerant version of the Sprawl seems to be blossoming.
I'm sure Ash just loved that.
On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the Sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the Queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them again. But the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together. Councilwoman Ash's power on the City Council waned after the Sprawl's victory. As a result of the newly appointed non-human council members, she received a number of reprimands for her outdated and offensive attitudes towards goblins. She has been seen meeting with a number of wealthy and powerful merchant families in recent days, but her full intentions are not yet clear.
Dun, dun, dun.
After the war, Lieutenant Stryker tried to relax. She failed. Malcolm disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury.
Thieves.
Meanwhile, rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt.
Yeah, I did my thesis on the circus, so we're just going to pretend that I did a whole talk on the history of the circus.
Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn's body was never recovered. Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the Sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly what it is upon waking.
Worst Groundhog's Day ever.
Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role in saving the world. Lil continued to cover for her dad at the guard shed, and he continued placing bets on Goblin Ball games. Customer surveys indicate that Lil has become somewhat better at the job.
Yeah, but he'd have to find a new bookie.
What about old Echo the Wanderer, you ask? Well, that's me! I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the Sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, when you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the Sprawl, I'll be there.
So, excellent job with the game. Now, I did hear that the cast were local comedians up in Toronto, where Hilltop Studios is based. So they did an excellent job voicing all of these. The voice actors were phenomenal. For the devs, if they are watching, I have just one word sequel. This had amazing world building involved. I love the story, the characters. I actually have a desire to see these other places that were referenced. So I could very easily envision having another adventure with impactful decision making that we saw in this game, with perhaps Lil going to a different place, or Dr. B's experience of trying to get out of an endless time loop, being able to explore beyond the sprawl, possibly import your decisions from a previous save file, continue the story, and develop and further enrich some of the storylines that were started here in Lil Guardsman. Thank you for watching.